questions for Coach?
Just first, your thoughts on playing a team like that today, how tough was it?
You know, the good thing about coaching is you don't make the schedule, you just play the schedule. You know, I thought we got off to a decent foot, and you know, it just seemed like the wind came out of our sails on the punt return. And we never really got going again. But, you know, just looking at it, you know, you had that. Then we had another punt return. I mean, those two kill you when you're trying to, you know, just compete in that kind of a football game. I'll be honest, you know, our health wasn't good going in. You know, the only good thing is I don't think we got anything major out of this particular game. So, you know, I think we'll be able to utilize the bye week, be smart, back in practice, kind of get the guys, you know, the guys got to get them right. You know, we've got, you know, I just defined it for them. In 2018, they won 4 games. We can tie that. And you know, we've got 4 big ones to go. So we could literally get to 5. But I think it's a really big, you know, next few weeks for us. And the good thing is I think we can get healthy enough where you're not worried about that piece. You can just focus on the football part of it. And that's what I'm going to do.
You talked about how in most of your games, body language stayed good. You guys,
Yep.
they still fought. Were you happy with that part of today for the most part?
I think the way this one went through the second quarter, in the beginning of the third, you know, I thought there was some impact there, but you know, they were trying. You know, there's some guys that played today that were not healthy. You know, you got Tyler Rudolph, who was playing with a huge cast on. You know, and you know, Tyler Martin tried to play. You know, he sprained his ankle, but you know, he did everything he could, and you know, he couldn't get back out there. Rutt got back, Mahoney didn't. I mean, I can go down the list, but you guys don't want to hear me cry about that stuff. I'm just telling you, it's part of the deal when you're coaching and you're trying to get some things done and you're trying to play a team that's in the top 10 in the country. You know, I mean, it's a tough challenge, and you know, we didn't give it our best shot. That's for sure.
How much of an impact does it make when the difference in both sides of the ball, on the offensive and the defensive line, how much impact does that make on the football game overall when the other team is so strong in that department?
It's a huge deal. You know, obviously we've gotten better in the offensive line. Would you agree?
Yeah.
And obviously we got woken up a little bit tonight. Not down on it, you know, it's where you're at. It just shows you where you got to go to get where you want to go. And that's all I can tell you. You know, I mean, we still got a ways to go now. You know, last 4 out of whatever games we can sit here and say, you know, we're in the battle, and we are. but sooner or later, you can't just be in them, you gotta win them. And, you know, that's all I can say on that piece.
You talked about taking the wind out of your sails after the punt return. I thought the other key was you actually turned them over in the first
Yeah.
quarter and went 3 and out.
Yeah, I know. And, you know, the one thing they haven't done is turn it over. So for us, you know, that's good stuff, but not enough. You know, I mean, we were gonna have to play our absolute best game tonight defensively. And, you know, because their defense is legit. They're legit. And after seeing them in person, you know, that's a good defensive team. You know, I mean, and I've played them 4 times, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, 4 times. So, you know, that's the best defense I've seen here. And I think James done a good job, you know, weaving it together, so.
Was it better? Were they better in person than you saw them on film?
Yeah, I don't know about that, because we knew walking in here that, you know, I mean, they hammered Iowa really good. They beat Delaware really good. I mean, they haven't been overly, you know, thrust into one of those. So.
Last one for Coach.
I know you were on staff with James back in your assistant career together, and
Yeah.
I was wondering if you had any sort of working relationship with him that you kept touch.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Tyler's with us, you know, Tyler Rudolph, he's with us. James was the offensive coordinator at Maryland. I was the defensive coordinator in 11 and 12. And, you know, we had a solid working relationship. And, you know, then in 13, I went to BC. But, you know, we've stayed in touch. I mean, I felt like it was old home week when I went out there. You know, Charles Walker's there, who played for me at UMass. Good guy. Jake from Michigan, tight end, you know, who did the play-by-play, you know, the TV stuff, and good seeing him. Trying to think, Frank Leonard coaches the tight ends, you know, so good to see those guys, you know. But yeah, there's a lot of familiarity, but yeah, so, you know, it was funny, you know, when you looked at the point total and then you looked at the yard total, it was a big difference till the very end of the game. I mean, you know, there was a point we'd given up, I don't know, 40-something points, and it was like 300 yards, which is kind of crazy. But that's, you know, some of the impact of, you know, in the kicking game. I mean, obviously, that was not a stellar night, and we'll have to go back to the drawing board and get that fixed. And by the way, you know, I don't say coordinators and coaches and all that. It's on me. I gotta fix it. It's not their fault. That stuff's on me. I gotta fix it. And you know, obviously, Rome wasn't built in a day, and I'm not afraid to work. So that's how I feel.
Thanks, Coach.